receiver has 2 feet inbounds with control. It's a touchdown.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Bear fans, and welcome to Victory Tuesday. Yes, Monday Night Football happened last night, and the Bears are back to their dominant form defensively and offensively, surprisingly. So let's get into our headlines real quick. I'm going to give you guys a little game breakdown, some injury reports, stars of the game, and what to expect heading into this upcoming week. I'm going to break down the dominant game last night for you guys a little bit. In the beginning of the game, the Bears did exactly what they should have done. They got Trubisky going early. I don't care if he throws the ball 20 yards down the field in the beginning of the game. He is a confidence guy, and you need to build his confidence. They were doing the perfect things. 8-yard hitches, hit him. 5-yard hitches, hit him. 5-yard outs, hit him. They were doing what they were supposed to do, and he was completing them perfectly. That's why he got going so good, and the rest of the first half led to many points off of turnovers created by the defense, and they put up a little good drive there too. So, Trubisky went 25 for 31 with 230 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an errant interception in the red zone that could have been his 4th touchdown. 3 throws from Trubisky stick out to me. The one on the left side of the field to Anthony Miller when I think Ryan Kerrigan jumped offside. So it was just a throw because they jumped offside, but Miller should have been hit there. The other throw was David Montgomery running across the middle of the field on a deep post slant type route, and he overthrew him. And then obviously the interception to Norman, where Norman is a very good cornerback, but he's on the decline. So he just jumped it. Trubisky, you got to put a little more air on that ball. That's just a very bad throw and a bad mistake. But other than that, Trubisky did very well. But the defense, they really thought the defense was going to regress. But when you have Khalil Mack, Eddie Jackson, and one of the fastest linebackers in the NFL with Roquan and Danny T, I don't see where the regression is going to come. So they had 5 turnovers, 4 sacks, and only allowed 15 points last night. And they had a defensive touchdown from Clinton Dix. Let's compare the 2018 to the 2019 defense real quick. Through 3 games, the 18 defense has created more turnovers and more sacks, but they also gave up more points per game. The 2019 defense through 3 games is right there though. 6 turnovers, 11 sacks, and 13 points per game. Those are very, very good numbers still to this date, which shows that the Bears defense has not lost a step. And I want to talk about how Eddie Pinheiro is finally becoming one of my favorite Bears, and it's so awesome. Last night he had a pinched nerve in his kicking leg, and he still went out there and went 4 for 4 on extra points and 1 from 2 for the field goal. I don't care that he missed that one. He's not going to hit every field goal. He was literally limping after kicks and going on to kicks. It was so much heart, so much balls. That kid has the true Chicago grit, and I promise you I want him to be my kicker for the next 20 years if he can be. Now let's move on to my stars of the game. Offensively, Mitch Trubisky, 25 for 31, 80% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns and an interception. And the boy he was thrown to all night, Taylor Gabriel, 6 receptions, 75 yards, 3 touchdowns in the matter of 6 minutes. That last play was unreal. Defensively, Clinton Dix, of course, 2 interceptions, an interception for a touchdown, 9 tackles, which is the most by a player on both teams. And of course, his name's going to be popping up here a lot, Khalil Mack. 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. He also had 2 sacks and a forced fumble that were erased by defensive penalties. Let's talk about some injuries that happened in last night's game. Akeem Hicks was battling a knee injury, and he was limping off the field late in the 4th quarter. Matt Nagy came out today and said that I really don't believe it is just more than a wear and tear type of thing. So that is good news. Also, good thing there was a video spotted of him walking to the bus. He was not on crutches, so it's probably just kind of a little nagging thing. It was good to see him walking on his own though. Also, Taylor Gabriel, who lit it up last night, left the game late with a concussion symptom. Plus, he has now entered concussion protocol, so we will not know if he'll be playing this Sunday against Minnesota. Now the Bears are heading home to play the Minnesota Vikings in Chicago this upcoming Sunday. We need to stop Dalvin Cook, and we need to keep Mitch Trubisky going. You need to complete the passes early in the game for him. Keep Trubisky hot. Get his confidence up, complete some early passes like you did. It's not going to be as easy as it was against Washington, but it can be done. You get him going early and you keep him going, and don't turn the ball over, and this defense can take the game into its hands. They just need to do what they did against Washington. Create turnovers, create good field position, and the offense should be able to take advantage of it. It's not going to be as easy as it was against Washington, but if they stick with that game plan every single week, this defense is good enough that can take us all the way to Miami in February for a Super Bowl. And I'm not exaggerating here because I'm a Bear fan. That defense is very, very scary. It's simple. You let the defense take over, and offense needs to capitalize off of turnovers and 3 and outs and good possessions and all that. You need to just capitalize with 7 points every play. I don't want them going off I would love to see them going off for them 40 points a game, but they don't need 40 points a game. All they need is 24, 25. We don't need to be the Chiefs to win. That's how it is. It's simple. We have a great defense and a solid offense, and they can win football games. I fully expect them to capitalize off of Kirk Cousins this week. I think that he is afraid of Chicago, and I think that we are in his head, and I think Khalil Mack is coming for him again, and I fully expect us to beat Minnesota in Chicago week 4 to take a lead on them in the division. And that will wrap things up for this week's Will G's Bears game breakdown. I'm finally happy. We're moving. We're looking good. Denver, I was still a little nervous after that win, but a win is a win. And now we are 2-1. Looking forward. I'm so hyped. It's going to be a great season. Lots of football. Sign up for 16 weeks. Be ready for 16 weeks because there's going to be more than 16 weeks. Bear down.